Sometimes a small coin in our pocket ends up having a much bigger story than we expect. For most people, a dime is just a dime. We use it to buy small items, put it in a jar, or give it as change. But in the world of coin collecting, even common coins can become interesting if you look closely. Since this is our first coin feature, today we'll focus on one that looks ordinary at first glance, the 1981 D. Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, shortly after President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed away. Roosevelt was chosen to appear on the dime because of his leadership during difficult times in American history and his association with the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to fighting polio. His profile on the obverse, or front, of the coin has remained largely unchanged since then, making it one of the longest-running U.S. coin designs still in circulation. By 1981, the Roosevelt dime had already been minted for 35 years. Millions of dimes were produced every year to meet the demand for circulation. The Denver Mint, represented by the D Mint mark on the coin, produced a significant portion of these coins. Like all dimes from that period, the 1981 D. Roosevelt dime was made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, with a silver-colored outer layer and a copper core. To the casual observer, most 1981 D dimes look identical. The design features Roosevelt's profile on the front, and the reverse shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Nothing about the design stands out as unusual. Most people would never guess that one particular dime from this year would later become highly valuable. The reason for its value is condition. In coin collecting, the condition or grade of a coin is just as important as its age or rarity. Even coins produced in huge numbers can become valuable if they survive in near-perfect condition. Most coins from 1981 have been handled, spent, or lightly worn. Over time, they pick up scratches, small dents, or other marks from circulation. Professional grading services evaluate coins using a 70-point scale. Coins graded MS 60 or higher are considered uncirculated, meaning they show little to no wear. The highest grade, MS 70, represents a coin that is flawless under magnification. Coins achieving this grade are extremely rare, especially from years when millions were produced. The 1981 D. Roosevelt dime is a good example. Almost every coin produced that year entered circulation or was stored in ways that caused minor imperfections. Even coins that stayed in mint packaging often show small marks from handling. Finding one that survived in perfect condition is rare. Collectors often focus on completing registry sets, which are collections of coins where the goal is to have the highest graded examples of each date and mint mark. When only one coin exists in perfect condition, it becomes highly desirable. These sets have increased interest in modern coins, especially those in top grades. The 1981 D. Roosevelt dime in question survived in exceptional condition for more than 40 years. It was carefully preserved, avoiding any handling or contact that could leave marks. The coin's surfaces remained clean, its strike sharp, and all design details clear. This level of preservation allowed it to be graded at the highest possible level, making it a standout example among millions of other dimes from the same year. Even small details, like the clarity of Roosevelt's hair or the definition of the torch and branches on the reverse, matter to collectors. Coins in perfect condition show every feature as it was intended, and that attention to detail is what sets them apart. Collectors also consider how coins were stored over time. Coins kept in original mint rolls or protective holders are more likely to survive unscathed. The rarity of a modern coin like this also depends on how many were graded at top levels. For many modern dimes, only a handful ever achieve MS 70 from reputable grading services. That makes this coin exceptional, because it represents one of the few known perfect examples from that year and mint. When this coin was offered at auction, collectors recognized its rarity immediately. Even though most 1981 D dimes are common and worth only a few cents or dollars, this coin was unique. The bidding attracted attention from collectors aiming to complete their registry sets with the finest examples possible. The competition pushed the price higher than most people would expect for a modern dime. Auctions for coins like this often involve both in-person and online bids, sometimes from around the world. Serious collectors study auction records, past sales, and grading trends before placing their bids. The goal is to secure a coin that could be the centerpiece of a collection. Finally, after careful bidding, the auction concluded. The coin sold for an amount that illustrates how much condition and scarcity matter in the modern coin market. A single, carefully preserved 1981 D. Roosevelt dime achieved a value of $74,000. This example shows how even ordinary coins can have a story if preserved well. It highlights the importance of condition, professional grading, and collector interest. While most coins remain in circulation and lose value over time, some, like this 1981 D dime, become rare and highly valued due to careful handling and preservation. It also reminds us that every coin has a story. Even something as small as a dime carries history, design, and production details that collectors pay attention to. And sometimes, taking a closer look at what seems ordinary can reveal unexpected value. Next up, we have another interesting Roosevelt dime from the Denver Mint, this one dated 1988 D. Like many dimes from the 1980s, it may appear ordinary at first glance. But in coin collecting, even coins that seem common can hold surprises, especially when preserved in exceptional condition. The Roosevelt dime has been a part of American coinage since 1946. It was introduced shortly after President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed away, honoring his leadership during difficult times and his connection to the March of Dimes, a foundation dedicated to fighting polio. The obverse design features Roosevelt's profile, while the reverse displays a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength. These designs have remained largely consistent, making the Roosevelt dime one of the most recognizable coins in circulation. By 1988, the Roosevelt dime had already been produced for over 40 years. The Denver Mint, indicated by the D Mint mark, produced millions of coins that year. Most of these dimes entered circulation, passing through countless hands and pockets. They were used to buy everyday items, saved in jars, or stored without much thought. As a result, most coins from that year show at least some signs of wear. Despite this, a small number of coins were preserved carefully, avoiding circulation entirely. These coins often remained in mint rolls, coin holders, or protective storage. Coins preserved in this way can retain their original luster, sharpness, and detail, making them highly desirable to collectors. At first glance, a 1988 D dime might seem identical to any other dime from the same year. But collectors pay close attention to details. The sharpness of the strike, the clarity of Roosevelt's hair and facial features, and the definition of the torch and branches on the reverse all matter. Even minor imperfections, such as scratches, small dents, or discoloration, can reduce a coin's grade and its potential value. Professional grading services play a critical role in determining a coin's worth. Coins are evaluated on a 70-point scale, with MS 60 and above considered uncirculated. MS 70 represents a flawless coin with no visible imperfections under magnification. Achieving this top grade is rare for modern coins, as even minor handling, storage issues, or packaging marks can affect the surfaces. The 1988 D. Roosevelt dime in question is one of those rare coins. Its surfaces are smooth and clean, the strike is sharp, and every design element remains intact. The details of Roosevelt's hair, the torch, the olive branch, and the oak branch are all exceptionally clear. This level of preservation sets it apart from the millions of other dimes produced that year. Collectors who build registry sets are particularly interested in coins like this. Registry sets are collections where the goal is to obtain the highest graded examples of each date and mint mark. When only one coin from a specific year achieves a perfect grade, it becomes a cornerstone for these collections. Demand from registry collectors often drives up the value of these coins significantly. Preservation techniques are also important. Coins stored in original mint rolls, protective holders, or safe environments are far more likely to survive without blemishes. Factors like humidity, handling, and exposure to air can affect a coin's surfaces over time. This makes coins that are still pristine decades after they were minted increasingly rare and desirable. The rarity of modern coins is not always about limited production. In many cases, it is about survival. Most coins are used in daily life, developing wear, scratches, or discoloration. A coin that escapes circulation and remains flawless becomes highly sought after, even if millions were originally produced. Collectors also study market trends, past sales, and grading reports to determine the relative value of a coin. Even though the 1988 Roosevelt dime is from a relatively recent year, its exceptional condition makes it stand out. Coins like this are often seen as investments, as their scarcity and perfect preservation can maintain or increase their value over time. The story of this dime also shows the importance of careful storage and attention to detail. A coin left in circulation or exposed to environmental factors is unlikely to reach a top grade. But this 1988 dime survived untouched, allowing collectors to fully appreciate its original design and luster. This coin is a reminder that even the smallest items can have history and significance. It connects collectors to the mints, the production process, and the broader story of U.S. coinage. The combination of historical context, design, preservation, and collector interest makes it much more than just a piece of metal. After careful evaluation by collectors and experts, the value of this 1988 Roosevelt dime in perfect condition has been determined to be $67,000. It is another example of how an everyday coin, when preserved well, can carry history, beauty, and significant value. For anyone interested in coins, it highlights the importance of examining the details and recognizing that sometimes, even the most ordinary coins can hold extraordinary significance. Now let's move on to a coin that has become highly regarded among modern collectors, the 1994 Roosevelt dime. At first glance, it appears like any other dime from that year, but this particular coin's story is entirely about preservation, rarity, and collector interest. While millions of 1994 dimes were produced, only a tiny fraction has survived in flawless condition. Most were placed into circulation, handled, or stored without much care. Even coins that were initially untouched often acquired minor contact marks or surface imperfections over time. The scarcity of perfectly preserved examples makes this dime special. This 1994 dime stands out because its surfaces remain pristine, free from scratches, discoloration, or other blemishes. The strike is sharp and clear, and every design element, from the lettering to the finer details, is perfectly preserved. Coins like this are exceedingly rare, even for a year with high mintage. Collectors who focus on registry sets are particularly drawn to this coin. Registry sets are collections that aim to include the highest graded examples for each date and mint mark. Only a handful of coins from 1994 have reached top-tier grades, making this coin a crucial addition for serious collectors trying to complete a perfect set. One reason this coin is so highly regarded is its value as a reference piece. Numismatists and grading experts often use top-quality coins like this as benchmarks when evaluating other coins from the same year. It serves as a standard of perfection, helping determine what truly constitutes a flawless example. Even subtle details contribute to its appeal. The coin's edges are sharp, the surfaces retain a brilliant reflection, and every design element is exceptionally well defined. Imperfections that often lower the value of coins from the 1990s are entirely absent here, making it a standout in any collection. The storage history of this coin is also noteworthy. It was preserved under ideal conditions for decades, avoiding exposure to air, moisture, or repeated handling. Such careful preservation is uncommon, and it played a direct role in allowing the coin to achieve a perfect grade. Collectors recognize that coins from the 1990s that reach top grades are becoming increasingly rare. While many coins from this period exist in lower grades, only a very small number survive in flawless condition. This scarcity, combined with collector demand, drives significant interest in coins like this one. Market trends further highlight the coin's value. As collectors strive to complete registry sets with the finest examples, demand for top-graded coins continues to grow. Modern coins that achieve perfect grades are particularly sought after because they are limited in number and often serve as centerpiece pieces in collections. Another factor that makes this coin exceptional is its ability to showcase what modern coin minting can produce when a piece remains untouched. It demonstrates the quality and precision possible at the mint, but also how rare it is for a coin to survive decades without even the slightest mark. Collectors and enthusiasts also consider the coin's rarity in comparison to others from the same year. While there are millions of 1994 D dimes in circulation, only a handful achieve the perfection necessary to reach the highest grades. That limited survival is what gives this coin such notable value. In addition, this dime serves as an example of the growing appreciation for modern coin collecting. While older coins often get attention for historical significance, coins from the 1990s demonstrate that rarity and perfection in condition can make even recent issues highly valuable. Collectors are increasingly paying attention to these modern coins, which can command impressive prices in the market. The coin's appeal also extends to its role in preserving the story of modern minting. Every feature is perfectly preserved, reflecting the skill and care taken during production. For collectors who value condition, precision, and completeness, this 1994 D dime represents the best of what modern coin collecting has to offer. This coin also highlights the psychological side of collecting. Knowing that few examples exist in perfect condition creates a sense of urgency and excitement among collectors. Those who understand grading standards and market trends often recognize the opportunity to own something exceptional. Another important factor is the challenge of grading modern coins. Even experienced collectors may struggle to identify the subtle differences between high-grade examples. A coin like this 1994 D dime, verified to be flawless, removes uncertainty and offers complete confidence in its quality. The coin also reflects the careful balance between rarity and demand. While other coins from the same year may be common, this dime's scarcity in perfect condition ensures it remains highly prized. Its value is a testament to both survival and desirability in the collector community. Ultimately, the value of this coin reflects a combination of factors: flawless preservation, extreme scarcity, and sustained collector demand. It serves as a reminder that even relatively recent coins can achieve extraordinary significance when they survive in perfect condition. This 1994 D Roosevelt dime is valued at $59,000. It stands as a prime example of how condition, rarity, and collector interest intersect to create a coin that is not just a piece of currency, but a prized collectible. For those who study modern coins, it illustrates the potential value in carefully preserving and understanding every detail of a coin, even one that might seem ordinary at first glance. It stands as a prime example of how condition, rarity, and collector interest intersect to create a coin that is not just a piece of currency, but a prized collectible. For those who study modern coins, it illustrates the potential value in carefully preserving and understanding every detail of a coin, even one that might seem ordinary at first glance. The next coin we're looking at is the 2006 D Roosevelt dime. At first glance, it may appear like any other modern dime. But among collectors, its story is defined entirely by rarity, preservation, and demand in the modern coin market. Even coins from recent years can achieve impressive value when they survive in pristine condition. Millions of 2006 D dimes were minted, with the majority entering circulation immediately. Many were spent, handled, or stored carelessly, resulting in minor scratches, scuffs, or surface imperfections. Coins that escape circulation untouched are extremely rare, which is why this particular 2006 D dime is noteworthy. What makes this coin special is its flawless condition. The surfaces remain pristine, free from marks, discoloration, or blemishes. The strike is exceptionally sharp, with every design element intact and perfectly defined. For a coin produced in the modern era, achieving this level of preservation is remarkably rare. Collectors who focus on registry-quality coins find this dime particularly significant. Registry sets aim to include the highest-graded coins for each year and mint mark. Only a handful of 2006 D dimes have achieved top-tier grades, making this coin a critical piece for those seeking perfection in their collection. Its scarcity ensures that it stands out even among coins minted in the same year. The importance of storage cannot be overstated. This dime has been preserved in ideal conditions for years, avoiding exposure to air, moisture, and handling. This careful preservation allowed it to remain in virtually mint condition, a rare feat for coins of its age. Preservation like this is what separates ordinary coins from exceptional collectible pieces. Even subtle details contribute to the coin's appeal. The lettering is crisp, the edges are sharp, and the surfaces maintain a reflective luster that has survived decades. Minor imperfections that affect most modern dimes are entirely absent here. This level of quality makes it a standout example and an important reference for collectors and grading professionals. Modern coin collectors are increasingly drawn to high-grade coins because of their limited availability. While millions of dimes were minted in 2006, very few survived in perfect condition. The scarcity of top-grade examples creates strong demand among collectors, and this 2006 D dime is a prime example of that dynamic. Grading is another key factor in the coin's value. Even small differences in surface quality or strike can significantly affect a coin's grade. This dime has been evaluated and confirmed to be flawless, providing collectors with confidence in its quality and making it a benchmark for perfection among coins from this period. Collector behavior also plays a role. Knowing that very few coins from 2006 D exist in pristine condition generates excitement and urgency. Coins like this are highly desirable because they combine rarity, perfection, and historical significance within the modern minting context. Owning one is not only a point of pride but also a demonstration of careful attention to coin collecting standards. Market trends further highlight the coin's value. High-grade modern coins are increasingly sought after because they are limited, and demand is growing as collectors focus on registry sets or completing high-quality collections. This 2006 D dime, with its exceptional condition, is well positioned to command strong interest in today's market. The coin also underscores the importance of examining and appreciating fine details. Even subtle differences in strike, surface finish, or luster can affect grading and value. Collectors who can identify these details recognize truly exceptional examples, like this dime, and often prioritize them over more common, circulated coins. In addition, this coin illustrates the growing importance of modern numismatics. While older coins are often valued for historical significance, coins from recent decades show that condition, scarcity, and collector demand can elevate even newer issues to significant market value. Modern coins like this one demonstrate that preservation is just as important as age in determining worth. The coin's appeal is also tied to its potential as a centerpiece in a collection. For collectors who aim to assemble a flawless set, a 2006 D dime in perfect condition becomes a critical piece. It not only completes the set but also serves as a standard against which other coins can be compared. Furthermore, this dime highlights the subtle art of coin collecting. Identifying, grading, and preserving coins require knowledge, patience, and careful handling. Collectors who understand these principles can recognize and acquire coins like this 2006 D dime, which are increasingly rare due to the passing of time and widespread circulation of less carefully preserved examples. The coin also serves as a reminder that rarity is relative. While millions of coins were minted, only a fraction survive in flawless condition. This imbalance between production numbers and survival rates is what gives coins like this their unique value, attracting collectors who appreciate both quality and scarcity. Finally, the 2006 D dime demonstrates that even modern coins can become significant assets. Its combination of flawless condition, rarity, and collector interest has elevated its status, showing that coins do not need to be old to be highly collectible or valuable. The 2006 D Roosevelt dime is valued at $28,000. Thank you so much for watching and joining us on this coin journey. If you enjoyed learning about these rare dimes, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more exciting coin discoveries and collector tips. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from our coin community.